Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here. Today, I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Superman and Lois Season 1, Episode 13, the extended cut version, of course. Anyway, let's get into it. So, for those of you who don't already know, Superman and Lois is a recent 2021 drama action series that's connected to the Arrowverse that's on the CW. And this episode, this episode, kind of focuses a lot more on, character development and just the characters themselves than, a lot of the whole Morgan Edge story. Although it does still focus on that. And that's not a bad thing at all. That actually makes this episode perfect and even better it was an incredibly necessary episode in my opinion. And this episode also specifically focuses on how the events of the previous episodes are affecting characters, especially these characters. And also how they've affected Superman and how they've affected his kids and his wife. And this episode also kind of shows us parts of a villain's past. So this episode shows us parts of a particular character in this show's past, and this particular character is a villain. And I thought that was very necessary and made this show even better and made this episode even better. And really worked and was really good. It was really perfect and made this episode even more gripping than it already was. And I think that the action that's in this episode, although there's not a lot of action in this episode compared to the other episodes, Superman and Lois was perfect anyway. And I think that the special effects in this episode were also perfect, and everything in this episode was perfect. And I thought that all the drama between the characters was perfect and very necessary, and makes the show even better. This episode wasn't as perfect as some of the previous episodes have been, but it was still a perfect episode of a perfect season of a perfect show. And I'm gonna give this episode, or more like the extended cut of this episode, a 100% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A+. Subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.